Factional National Publicity Secretary Abayomi Arabambi on Tuesday petitioned security agencies that Obi, Nigeria Labour Congress President Ajaero, Senator Peter Obi, and high-ranking members of the Nenadi Usman faction were planning to stage a coup through the march. He further alleged that the planned demonstration was a ruse to forcibly reclaim the party's former national secretariat in Otako, Abuja, currently occupied by Julius Abure-led group. However, in a rebuttal issued by Usman through her senior special advisor on media, Ken Asogwa, she dismissed the allegation as a malicious and desperate frame-up aimed at blackmailing and destabilizing the opposition. We're joined this morning for the discussion by Factional National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Mr. Abayomi Arabambi. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right. The Senator Nenadi Usman-led faction of the Labour Party have denied the claims that you've made. And you did see the exact words there. They said it's a malicious and desperate frame-up aimed at blackmailing and destabilizing the opposition. Let's start with the claims. What made you come to the conclusion that they were planning a coup? What evidence did you have to support the claim of a planned coup?
Yeah, thank you very much, and good morning once again to Nigerians. My position is reinforced, by the fact that ever since 2023 general election, Mr. Peter Obi has not deemed fit to accept that result of the election after the declaration of the winner, after declaration, by the first court of first instance, that is the appeal court for presidential election, and also the Supreme Court. This is unpresidential by anybody. And since that time, he has soaked himself, in this hatred about our democracy and most of his actions. You just refer to me as a factional. But you remember there is no faction in Labour Party. We do not have factions in Labour Party as far as we are concerned. We only have one leadership. Nenadi Usman was a product of something I would call, a tea party or a Yam Festival committee. For them to have the audacity without the approval of the leadership of the party, planning that they want to stage a 1 million march rally is an attempt to undermine the authority of Nigeria and to forcibly destabilize its democratically elected administration. Planning 1 million march rally, for God's sake, are we in an election period? What exactly is the function that 1 million march rally was created by Peter Obi himself and Ajaero? All of you know Ajaero is still standing before the federal government on treasonable felony charges. So these are the people that deliberately posted their names, the obedient, the NLC, the TUC, this and that, on that banner, and they claim they want to assemble 1 million people inside the party secretariat. Please, to achieve what? If not for that, it is just a brazen attempt at political insurrection. Cloak under the guise of the so-called 1 million march rally to make Nigeria ungovernable. What exactly? Do they want to come and campaign for Peter Obi, who we all know has joined that coalition of disgruntled elements in the ADC? You are in ADC today, you claim you are in PDP tomorrow, you are in Labour Party. It is not acceptable. We do not have automatic ticket for anybody. Ours is that those who want to run should come and do primary. So for us, and as far as we are concerned, they knew what they were doing, and that was why, we quickly need to alert the Nigerian government and other security agencies that anybody claiming you want to do a 1 million man, it's just a small screen. He has an agenda to topple this democracy. And because that was why I said, despite the fact that he knew he lost the election by himself, by our former DG, I've forgotten his name now, not the one that died, the one, Shutokun. Itua Igodalo, and Aisha Yusufu. These are the people that superintended over Labour Party. They rigged Labour Party out of the 2023 general election. So you cannot come back now, rather than for you to wait till 2027. Mr. Peter Obi and Ajaero especially have been planning everything possible to make Nigeria ungovernable. This is a man that has never spoken well about our country ever in 2023. He has never spoken well about our country. And that is on presidential, as far as I'm concerned. You see, as a Nigerian, if you don't say anything good in your country, you have a name. You have an aim to make sure that administration did not succeed. And that is not the function of the opposition. It is just for you to put the ruling party on their toes. Whatever they are doing, you must come out with a plausible solution. It is not just for you to be willing to be praying for the failure or downfall of the administration. He was once a governor. You all knew what even the man going about with him now, Senator Peter Obi, said about him during their second term. He called Obi a rebel. He said Obi is a man who actually want to be controlling him, but he, as Factional chairman, is not open to such control. So why we be open to search for him? So for me, I think insist, they claim they want to go to court, I'll be willing to meet them in court. They should come and explain to Nigerians. They should come and explain to the National Security Advisor. Peter Obi and Ajaero come and explain what exactly do they want to do with the 1 million rally. Are they campaigning for Obi to be president under which party? Are they being this election time? Yeah, that one is taken, but this is not an election time. You are now claiming you want to mobilize 1 million people. Do you know the meaning? 1 million people inside Labour Party secretariat. It is an attempt to just go and seize the National Assembly. It is an attempt to forcibly enter the Aso Rock and overthrow the president, because Obi and Ajaero, they have their eyes on that presidency, but they don't want to do election. So that is our position. And I've seen maintaining on national television. I will prefer to meet them in court. If they said they want to lie, we have facts and figures.
Arabambi, if I hear you correctly, Mr. Arabambi, if I hear you correctly, your grounds against Mr. Peter Obi in this instance and your evidence is the fact that he and the Nenadi Usman-led committee of faction of the Labour Party want to stage a 1 million march. Is that the evidence that you have against him, saying that this is likely a coup?
You see, when somebody said they want to take you to court, you don't put, out all the facts. I am just telling Nigerians. You see, sometimes when police arrest some people, they can go and check, whatever they post. You see some people posting something, that can be likened to an event that, the person committed. That is how investigation is done. If an offense is committed, it doesn't mean police will be there. But when they launch the investigation, they will get to know who is the perpetrators. I am saying that 1 million rally is needless. As far as I'm concerned, in our polity, is needless. So their attempt is because, one, they have attempted twice now to take over that party secretariat. Peter Obi is not running for election. All they wanted was to use Labour Party to promote the state of Biafra. And I will give you 2 instances.
But that's an allegation.
Yes.
But that's a strong allegation, though. I hope you're able to defend that in court.
I'm coming. I want you to post where Obi has ever condemned insecurity in the Southeast. Where people are killed, I want you to tell me where Obi has ever condemned the atrocities of IPOB. I want you to tell me every killing in the Southeast that Peter Obi has ever opened his mouth to condemn in Nigeria. But you see, whatever that happened in other regions of the country, you will see him jumping up and down to condemn the administration. They have been killing even since 1960 in Nigeria. So he's not the one now to now come, something that will refer to an empty container load of economics. A man who will come and tell Nigeria, all manner of data that are false. So he's the one that knows how to, speak about other regions, but he will keep mute. He will remain muted when it comes to, the Southeast. That is not the kind of Nigeria.
Okay, Mr. Arabambi, just to correct what you're saying, Mr. Arabambi, I'm just trying to respond to you. A simple Peter Obi condemns killings in the Southeast search on Google will show you a plethora of, links where you can see news articles reporting Peter Obi condemning the killings in the southeast, speaking against the sit-at-home order. You will see a number of it on Google. If you want, I can read one or two for you. Would you like me to do that? We can't see.
IPOB in Nigeria?
Sorry?
Has Peter Obi ever condemned the 300 IPOB in Nigeria?
I didn't hear that. Has Peter Obi ever condemned what?
IPOB. These indigenous people of Biafra. Has he ever condemned them?
Right. So, Mr. Arabambi, to be honest, if you're going to make such strong allegations, especially because you're doing it on our platform, you would need to have credible evidence to make such strong allegations. You talk about, and I'm a bit concerned about the ethnic colorations that you're adding to this. It's okay for you to argue about being the legitimate, if you believe that your faction is a legitimate leader, right? INEC recognizes your faction, and being able to argue that you're legitimate leaders of the Labour Party. Well, let's not bring in ethnic colorations into this, because if you argue, I mean, from what you said earlier, you said Peter Obi has never said anything good about Nigeria. The question is, the things he's speaking about, can you say that a number of these things, can you point to the ones that are lies?
Let me tell you, Obi has never spoken the truth about this country.
Like where?
Give us examples.
I am telling you, he has never spoken the truth about this country. When you are condemning an economy as an opposition, what solution? Or is it peculiar? Is this peculiar to the present administration? Our position as a political party is this: when you have a government, you need to wait every 4 years, to come and tell Nigerians what you are going to do better.
So there's no need. So, Mr. Arabambi, I think we need to move away from this particular part of because we're not able to. Because
the truth is,
it's not
what
balanced,
I'm saying is, you need to be able to substantiate what you're saying. You can't
we're trying to get
claims that you cannot verify. There are reports online of Peter Obi criticizing the wrongdoings by IPOB, condemning the killings in the southeastern part of the country, condemning the sit-at-home order. He's not. I mean, if you want to say something, at least.
He did not condemn it. When you want to condemn something, you don't tell me because people are angry. Was why they asked people to sit at home. It's not bad at that.
But you just said. You just said that he never said anything about it. That he never said anything. You know what?
No. That is not the way to do it. You see, when a man ran to Niger State and you now openly condemn and say that 3 people were swept up in, probably in a fraud, but he failed when this criminal element in the Southeast went to kill 9 people. There are facts that I want you to post. Maybe you can bring them. We meet to.
Okay, Mr. Arabambi, let's just tell you that we're supposed to have.
Condemning issues in the Southeast. He has never been condemning, criminality in the Southeast because.
Okay, Mr. Arabambi, we were supposed to have a representative from the Labour Party join this interview, but of course, just a few minutes ago.
From not Labour Party. From the legal group, they are not recognized by
from the Nenadi Usman Faction Committee of the Labour Party.
Yes, they were supposed to join this interview this morning, but of course, I'm told that they do have another meeting that's ongoing now. That's why so far so good. We've been watching.
None of them can come and face me. They don't have any meeting.
We will make it happen.
When they come, I will read out something that will bring in over 4-5 million viewers to your television. If I should see even Nenadi should come, I will not be bringing part. Even our bank, I will be bringing it out for Nigeria to see.
Can I also please ask?
Sorry, I just want to ask. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want this to look like, we don't work for the Labour Party. Let's get that fact clear. This is News Central. We're not the Labour Party, so we're not here to argue with you on, who Labour Party is or defend them. It's not our duty. It's not our job. Okay, we're just stating clearly here that we were expecting one of the members to join us this morning, but of course we've gotten the information that they're not able to do so now at the moment. Hopefully they will do that by 10. Hopefully they'll do that by 10 a.m. But the show is over by then. Maybe they will be able to join another program. But my question to you is, in all of this, seems like there's a bickering back and forth, and then there's a heap on ethnic conversations regarding to the political party. And then you also made a statement that your political party does not criticize the administration, the current administration, you wait until 4 years before you criticize.
No, that's not what I said. I said the function of the opposition is to criticize the present administration and offer possible solutions. That's what I said.
But that has been done by those. But let me state clearly. But that has been done by a few opposition parties and members. They've said something, and they've also proffered solutions. Even the person you talked about, Mr. Peter Obi, has said something. He has also proffered solutions. Even in his recently, there's a video of a book launch where he also spoke, which I'm going to tell the producers to get that video ready, and I want to play to your hearing. But just take a look at this video. Maybe he didn't say something. I don't know. We don't speak for him. But we just want to ensure that when you come to the national TV, we need to substantiate with facts. Let's take a look. Mr. Arabambi.
Okay, we'll bring the video
we'll get that video for you.
We'll bring it back.
I want to ask, so in all of this, where does Julius Abure stand? Is he part of your faction? Does he support the things you're saying? Or he's not part of Labour Party at all? Because we've simply kept quiet on him and Akpakpa. Where do they stand?
Let me tell you, we have just one Labour Party, Apapa, Abure, you know. We are the originals, the landlord of Labour Party. And the rent that Peter Obi paid into Labour Party has expired. The rent that Ajaero paid in Labour Party has expired. The rent that Victor Obi paid into Labour Party has expired.
Okay, so there's a rent fee.
Their house.
Is there a rent fee?
I am giving an analogy. They came into the party. Peter Obi was never a member of our party. He came from PDP. Just like his son himself from Abga, when he had problems with Senator Viteme, he jumped to PDP. From PDP, came to Labour Party. Now from Labour Party, he himself had declared himself as a member of ADC because he was there during the inauguration of the MAC and Arabambi committee. He was part of them. So as far as we are concerned, if anybody wants to come and renew your rent, but do not forget it is, you know, at the beck and call of the landlord, if we so desire, but our president candidate is not reserved for anybody. As far as we are concerned, is not and shall never be reserved for Mr. Peter Obi. Our president candidate, our president seat is not reserved and shall never be reserved for Mr. Peter Obi. And the other, you know, disgruntled element, the senator and the House of Rep, you know, that were going around with him. Thank God 2027 is around the corner. Then Nigeria will see who is in charge of Labour Party when the time comes. But for us, we are all together. There is no faction in Labour Party. It's Peter Obi that doesn't know where he belongs. But we wish him well in his sojourn, whether in ADC, whether in PDP or SDP. We wish him well. But we don't expect to be talking about Labour Party now. It is a shame, you know, on them because they are an attempt to take over the party. Was not because they want to do 2027 election. No, it was because they want to use it as a tool to foment trouble in Abuja. They want to use it as a tool. And that's why the man never said anything good.
And you have proof. You have proof of all of this.
When I have challenged them,
do you have
to write
proof?
whatever they want to write to the police, I will also put up our own defense, then come and attend. Because if you come into my house at 2 a.m., you said you want to come and greet me, my dear brother, I will ask my security to shoot you. What are you doing in my house by 2 a.m.? Uninvited. Somebody said you want to organize a 1 million march rally, and I'm going to sit here. You are telling me, oh, you meant well for Nigeria, 1 million march rally. To do what? Are we campaigning? What are we doing? And you have seen, you know, most of, you know, his utterances against the Federal Bank of Nigeria. A man will go to UK. You will not be demarketing, you know, your country. Whenever there is any issues in Nigeria, you will see Mr. Peter Obi as the Minister of Disaster Announcement in
Mr.
Nigeria. So you have never spoken any good thing about this country, and you are telling me such a man meant well for this country?
But all
I am willing to meet him in the court of law, please. I am willing to meet him in the court of law.
Mr. Arabambi, this man was once your party's golden egg. This man was once the person who your party adored and positioned. In fact, the ticket was expressly reserved for him until later you withdrew the ticket. So now saying that, you know, the way that you sound, it's almost like you never had any form of reverence for Mr. Peter Obi. I want to also point out something. In this interview and in the last interview that we had with you, you've been threatening to open a can of worms, like you have something against, like you have something on Peter Obi. Is that true?
Let me remind you, your TV also was there when the chairman said any day he hear pim from Mr. Peter Obi that we are going to spill, issues that will make him smell like the rotten egg.
Which chairman?
I hereby challenge them to go beyond their boundary.
Okay.
We have a lot, and that law, we have a lot. Are you getting me? We have a lot against them, but I would prefer they take this matter to court so that we can provide certified true copy of evidence, against them. The one they committed before the election, the one they committed, the fraud, the monumental fraud they committed, even during the election.
Hold that thought
and
there.
After the election,
hold that thought.
we will bring it out.
All right, you've talked about Mr. Arabambi. Hold that thought, and I want us to press in a little deeper. I have just one more question for you, but let's go on this very quick break. Welcome back to Breakfast Central. We're still looking at the drama happening within the Labour Party, and joining us is the National Publicity Secretary of the Julius Abure-led faction of the Nigerian Labour Party, Arabambi. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Before we went on the break, you were speaking as to some alleged fraud that was committed by Peter Obi during or before the elections. Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
All right. And was this fraud committed within your party?
Of course, the fraud was, he committed it.
And your party was aware of this fraud?
No, we got every, there are some ways, we do our own things. During that time, Peter Obi somehow, managed, to use what I would call a gradual method to deceive the party leadership into taking over the party administration during the presidential election. And because Julius Abure, as a man of peace, doesn't want to rock the boat with him, and that was why I put it to them on national television that their banks, their account they open a foreign bank, which we have challenged them several times, where he put Aisha Yusufu as a signatory and Itwai Gwadalu also as a signatory to Labour Party account without the authority of the party. But when it was time for them to start withdrawing, they came to the party for a letter. When you are open, when you want to open, a personal account and an official account. But I put it to Mr. Peter Obi that the letter they gave them does not bear the name of the account they opened.
Who gave them? Who gave them the letter?
They came to the party after they have opened the account. They came to the party. So the party gave them a letter.
Who?
They should come and show the world the letter they gave them. As you as an informed fellow, if you want to open an account with New Central Television, it will be a New Central Television. It is not going to be. It's not going to be a Central News Television. When the letter given to you was New Central Television Limited, or something. You see, we have a lot. That is just the tip of the iceberg. The way and manner they withdrew money from that account shows, some form of even, political destabilization financing.
Mr. Arabambi, can you defend all that you have? Can you defend all that you have? Because we have to wrap up. Can you defend all that you have claimed in court?
I just gave you an example. When you call them, this is a public document. Let them bring it. That, look at what we used to open the account. Look at the letter the party. Obi will never provide it.
No, that's not the response to what I asked. What I asked is, can you defend what you've just said in court?
I'm just giving you an example. I said that.
I'm asking for a yes or a no. Can you defend it in court?
See, I have been involved in over 893.
Okay, I want to believe. Okay, so
I will defend them. They even be charged for treason.
All right, that's all I wanted to confirm.
I will defend it, and they will be charged for treason.
We'll try as much as possible to get the Nenadi Usman's camp to join us. Hopefully,
Nenadi will not know much. Nenadi will not know much. Those people that knows, call Itwai Godado, call Aisha Yusufu, call Oshutokun and Peter Obi. Those are the people that were involved in the massive fraud in that account. I'm not going to mention the bank, but we know the account number.
We can just open your phone lines, okay?
Nenadi will not know anything about it.
All right, just open your phone lines to us.
Thank you very much for joining us. Just to mention that the thoughts that have been expressed
so we can balance the story.
are not our thoughts here on News Central. They're the thoughts of Mr. Arabambi, and he said that he's willing to defend them in court. And we look forward to hearing a response from the Senator Nenadi Usman led side of the divide. But thank you so much for your time with us this morning on Breakfast Central.
Thank you so much.